And here we are, folks. It's Rebel Nerd Radio time. How's it going? We are ready to launch. Me, Steve, one half of your team, and of course, JD, the other half of your team.
That's me. That's me.
It's him.
Over here.
Over there. And we are at...
Cheers, people.
Where are we at? We are at episode number 242. And tonight, we are going to talk... what are we going to talk about? We're going to have a little celebration episode based on the news that happened over the last week. We had planned on Chanel. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. What was I talking about? We had planned on doing our second part of Starships of the Galaxy, where we were gonna talk about starships of the Imperial Fleet, but something came up over the week, and we decided to put a pause on all of that.
We're doing a supplement show.
We're doing a super celebration. All right, who is in the chat? We have, let's see. Brennan was in first. There's Brennan. He had some comments about Miss Kennedy. How's it going, Brennan? And we had Taco Cat. And we've got Matt in the chat.
You rhymed.
Hey, look at there. JD's in the chat.
Hey, I'm in the chat.
Wait a minute. We got Chantel in the chat, but I don't think she's going to stick around for long. I think she's wrenching herself.
Yeah, she's wrenched.
Oh, man. And then there's Steve. Steve Spawn. Matt, you can be offended all you want.
Yep.
She wore that shirt. I'm telling you, man, that's real.
She wore it. Just
that
for
really
us.
happened.
Yeah.
She bought a shirt from us, and yeah.
I will say, and I'm going to throw this out as a kind of a disclaimer, just so we can get the I guess the ugliest thing I'll say this.
Oh, you want to get it out of the way? Okay.
I want to get it out of the way now. I do want to get it out of the way because I want people who are coming in, and like if you're listening on the rewind, it's not going to matter to you much anyway. But for those of you who are listening live, and if you people come in live and that kind of thing, I just kind of wanted to say that this is kind of getting the nasty business out of the way. If you have personal opinions, if you have personal ideas about Kathleen Kennedy and what she's done and blah, 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 and how you feel about Star Wars and so on, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. We're not trying to disparage that or anything. You have, like I said, you have complete right to your opinion, and it is what it is. As far as Steve and I are concerned, we are speaking about her because her career goes a lot deeper than I think a lot of people understand and know. And we, for the most part, appreciate everything that she's done with Star Wars. And we don't agree with everything. We don't agree with everything that she's done. But we do want to celebrate her as bringing Star Wars into the Disney era and the fact that we've gotten all the content that we've gotten. And we were just trying to pay a little bit of homage to her career thus far because she is leaving Lucasfilm, but she's not leaving movies. She's going to go back to producing and doing some projects that she's interested in and things like that. So she's handing over the reins to Mr. Dave Filoni, and I can't remember the other gal's name. Steve, help me out.
I don't remember her name.
Anyway, actually, I'll be honest with you. It's not somebody that I've heard of before. I can't remember her name.
Linwin, I can't even pronounce this. Linwin Brennan.
Yeah. Brennan? So yeah, I honestly have never heard of this individual. I have no idea who she is.
No idea who she is.
I mean, I kind of figured that Dave would be the one to be the kind of guy that takes over the reins, and I think for the most part, it will probably be him. She's probably going to be some type of oversight from Disney to make sure that everything's going smoothly and it's in line with what Disney wants or in line with Disney's ideas. So I mean, I'm not planning on judging. I'm not planning on disparaging that. If they have ways and things they want to do, then that's fine. But tonight we are going to talk about Kathleen Kennedy. We are going to talk about her career. We're going to name some of her movies, some of the movies that she's been a part of, some of the things that she's done, and kind of go through her career and things like that. So just as a side note, not really as a side note, basically the whole reason why I broke into this whole thing right out the gate. If you are coming into the chat, if you are present in the chat, if you're in the background and you haven't spoke up yet, or you are planning on having rude, offensive, disparaging comments about her in any way, if you come here to troll, if you come here to just be a nuisance, the odds are that we're probably not even going to acknowledge you. We will probably just kick you out of the chat. And Steve,
let me hold that thought. So I'll be watching the comments.
Yeah.
And you will get one warning.
Okay.
One warning is all I give you. After
Steve's
that,
being nice. Steve's being nicer than I am.
I'll be nice. One warning you will get.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you're out.
Yeah. So if that's what you show up to do, if that's what you're here for, and we'll probably remind everybody again when we actually get to the main topic, please don't. Like I said, Steve says he's going to give you a warning. He's going to throw you out. He's the moderator. And then we may be joined by a second moderator here before long.
Maybe.
And
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we will be monitoring the chat. You'll get one warning, and then we will just throw you out. And like I said, if it was up to me, I would just throw you out. You would not be even allowed to stay. So Steve's being much kinder and much gentler about the situation than I am.
Oh, I am.
Because I think for the most part, a lot of our regulars probably won't be that way. And if we know you and people who've already made comments saying how they feel about her, it's fine. We know who you are. You're friends of the show. I get it, and I've had personal discussions with
you. We're talking to you. I know you. You know who you are.
Yeah, we know who you are. You know who you are. I've even had some DM chats, some personal conversations with a few people that we have in Discord about her and about how they feel about her. And I completely respect your opinions. I understand. Like I said, it's your opinion. It's how you feel. It's what you think the state of or how you think Star Wars has gone thus far and that kind of thing. I know Steve and I share a pretty similar opinion that we don't agree with everything. We don't necessarily like everything. And we have our own ideas of what we think has been done and what we think is best about it and where we'd like to see it go from here. But again, we're not here to be a hate channel. We're not here to be people who pile on just for clicks and likes and things like that. We are here. We're here to try to be positive and to try to keep things.
I've never bashed it. Never mind.
I'm telling you, he says he's a professional moderator. I think he's a professional agitator.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So again, you'll get one warning, and according to Steve, you'll get one warning, and then you will be thrown out. So
I'll be nice.
Just a heads up. If you don't like that we're celebrating Kathleen Kennedy, and if you don't like the fact that we are giving her some credit where credit is due, because it is due, then you will probably be just better off not saying a damn thing and leaving. So we'll leave that up to you. You can either leave quietly, you can not say anything, or you can be thrown out. It's up to you. So just a fair warning.
We got some new people in the chat. Let's see. We got Spencer. What up, nerd? Spencer's in the chat.
Hey, Spencer.
Where'd the other one go? Oh, we've got Robert. I don't think I've ever seen you in our chat before. That's suspicious.
Unless they changed your name and you're somebody we know.
No, I know who he is. I know who he is. It's just very suspicious that you're in our chat right now. Let's see. Oh, I guess that was it of the new people.
Yeah. Welcome.
I thought I saw one other person. I guess not.
Thank you for coming in. Obviously, when we get back to next week, it'll probably be back to our regularly scheduled programs and stuff like that. But we are inserting this for right now.
Yes.
So
we were going to talk about that. But before we get into all of that, what are we going to talk about first?
How was your week?
Well, last week was it was not good. I had some. Okay, so those of you who don't already know this, those of you watching for the first time, those of you in the chat for the first time, those of you watching on the replay for the first time, I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for way over a year. November 2024 is when I got laid off. Anyway, so of course I've been looking for work. No luck. I had an interview on Tuesday last Tuesday, and I was actually kind of optimistic about it because of the way the interview went.
Mm-hmm.
But then Thursday, I got a call from the recruiter, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going with somebody else," and it's like,
cheese in her eyes.
So it was just one of those, like, I don't know, pop a pin in your balloon kind of thing. Like, oh God damn it. So still,
At least they had the decency to call you and say sorry, but we went in different.
Well, yeah, at least they didn't ghost me. But
yeah, at least they didn't ghost you, which means they had enough respect for you to say.
And yeah, it was very disappointing. And so yeah, still unemployed. Other than that, Friday I went and saw a movie. First time I went to the theater. 2026 has been slow moving with movies so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only the 20th, but usually I have seen at least 2 or 3 movies by this time of the month. But no, I saw 28 years later, Bone Temple.
Oh, how was that?
I liked it, but outside of 28 weeks later, I like that franchise. And I don't hate 28 weeks later. I just think it was the weakest of the franchise. No, I liked it. It was worth going to see. I don't know of any other movies coming out soon. But yeah, Bone Temple was all right. If you've now, I will say this: if you are planning to go see Bone Temple and have not seen 28 Years Later, the first part, let me back up and rephrase that. Don't go see it if you haven't seen 28 Years Later, because half the movie isn't going to make sense. And I'm being generous with that half.
Mm-hmm.
It's right, Spencer. It's the second part. It's like, so you know how they did it with Harry Potter, they did it with the Twilight movie. Wait a minute. Did they do it with the Twilight movies? Yeah, I think they did it with the Twilight movies. They did it with the Hunger Games movie. Like the last part was a 2-parter.
Right.
Yeah, same thing.
Right.
Okay. 28 years later was a 2-parter. But yeah, it was worth going to see. But like I said, go see the other one first. What else? That's about it. I mean, my weekend. My week is doing schoolwork and doing this. What else am I gonna do? I can't find a job. Anyway, so other than work, how was your week? Anything? I will tell you. Okay, I do have another update that might make the patrons happy. I got the stickers mailed out to JD today.
Yes.
So, I would guess possibly within the week you might have your swag pack. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Update. I've got all of my stuff printed out that I wanted to get, which everybody knows of 2 of them, and then you've got a third item coming that's going to be kind of a fun little mystery item. And then as soon as I get stickers from Steve, I'm going to start getting packets together. In fact, I'm going to stop at the mailing office tomorrow and grab all the packets, start labeling. I should
do not try to send that stuff media mail.
No. No. If I get it all Thursday and I can get the packets tomorrow and get everything put in packets, and then all I got to do is add the stickers, I'll have all the addresses already written out and everything ready to go. They should be sent out Friday, I think. I think Friday at the earliest I'll get them sent out. The only issue there is, and this is not my fault, people, so don't come at me. We are getting a pretty nasty winter storm come Friday into Saturday. Actually, Steve, affects you too. Your area, our area, looking like the Weather Channel is saying we're probably going to get 1 to 3 inches of snow. That's not necessarily a big deal, but it looks like places on the southern tip of Oklahoma, and it looks like Texas, possibly Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, those places. They're talking about a major ice storm coming through. Yeah. So yeah, ice.
I don't
ice
care
down
about
south.
snow. I really don't care about snow. I just don't like. I don't like ice storms.
Yeah, and we're not supposed to get blizzard conditions or anything here. There's not supposed to be any wind with it. It's just supposed to be snowfall, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind the snowfall. In fact, I would prefer it because at least in the winter, if you get the snowfall, you at least get the fun part of the winter. Where if you're in Kansas, you get the freaking wind, and then you don't get any of the fun part, and it's just cold and miserable, but you don't get to have any fun with it. And so, but the other side of that coin is they're saying Saturday morning, I think. Friday night into Saturday morning in Kansas if there is any wind, which they're talking about, winds could be around 10 to 15 mile per hour, which isn't that bad. But the temperature outside is supposed to be 0 degrees. And so they're saying wind chills could be anywhere from 10 to 15 below. So, yeah, there's that. As long as job-wise, as long as I don't have any issues like job-wise and I'm not working for weeks on end trying to help with restoring power to like ice storms and things like that, I think I should be able to get everybody's packets out. I think hopefully either Friday or if not by Friday, probably maybe Monday. So yeah, I would say it's pretty good. If within a week and a half, I'd say people will start getting packets from us. You'll be getting packets from me, which will be your Rebel Nerd Radio swag pack. So
yeah. And you've got all the addresses. I think we got all of them. I think we got all of them now. Joy, what's up?
Hey, Joy. I would say after this weekend, be on the lookout. You'll be getting a pack from me that will include your Snickers, will include a Republic credit, will include a Jedi translucent printed coin, and then, like I said, and then a third mystery item that's going to be kind of fun. Mystery item. Once you guys get them, I'll show them to you, and you guys can see what it is. But I'm waiting for all the Patreons.
It's a bionic thingy, isn't it?
Steve, shut up, dude. You're giving it away, man. Come on. No, you're not getting bionic thingies. You know how long it would take to print red and black bionic thingies?
It could just be metal.
No.
Okay.
Welcome to Rebel Rock Radio, where we send you bionic 3D printed Rebel Nerd Radio, where we send you bionic 3D printed thingies in the mail for fun.
Heck yeah. Woo. Okay. What is next? Oh, I know what's next. It's time to tell you where to find us on social media. Right there, you can go to, but why is that color not matching? That is very odd. Yeah, guys, that like totally threw me. So, Squirrel, take a drink. Wow, that was weird. That's I don't know. I guess that's not really my ADHD. That's more OCD. Anyway, yeah, right there.
There it is. Now it's right.
Bio.link / a Rebel Nerd Radio.
Rebel Nerd Radio. I had a Freudian slip moment.
Radio. And there it is, scrolling on your bottom. So that is where you can go to get to all of our social media, our Facebook and our Twitter and our Threads and our Blue Sky and our Discord and our YouTube and our Patreon and our merch page.
And our Discord.
Anyway. And our what?
Discord. Did you say that already?
Yeah, I said Discord.
Okay.
I'll be coming back to that in a second. And also to our audio links if you prefer to listen to podcasts. Honestly, I think you're only getting half the show with that, but hey, you know, you do you.
Because you know, if I show you my thingy, you're not going to see it if you just listen.
Yeah. We're trying to we're going to show you our thingies later, and you're not
showing our thingies mean absolutely nothing if you're not.
You know, I actually don't have a thingy to show today.
What?
That's all right. I don't. I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
Anyway, so going back, yeah, like I said, it has a link to our Discord, which yeah, go hang out on our Discord. There's a lot of cool people in there, and we typically have lots of fun talking about stuff. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say anything else.
We do have subjects of every kind. So we have pets, we have movies, we have television shows, we have music, we have promotions. If you have something that you want to promote, if you have something you want to throw out there, and you know the people that we have in there are a fantastic group of people. So yeah.
Yes.
Come hang out on the Discord. That's mostly the time where you can find us anyway. Like the easiest way to find us.
Yeah. Just remember, if you go to the Discord, leave your politics and your religion at the door, because
yes, please.
There's no place for that on our Discord. It's all about fun. We don't want to be spending our time playing referee, and
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, so then this also takes you to, like I said, our YouTube channel, which if you're watching this live or on the replay, you already know where our YouTube channel is. But just make sure that you subscribe to that YouTube channel if you have not already. You can like and comment and all that cool stuff. But there is our direct link right there, youtube.com / Rebel Nerd Radio. And then also, last but not least, you can get to our Patreon, where if you would like to become a patron of Rebel Nerd Radio, you can do so for only $2 a month. $2 a month. So cheap. And we don't pocket that money. I mean, it's basically just so we can pay our StreamYard bill and we can keep doing this goofy little show. So for $2 a month, you, number one, get to help us keep the show going. It's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you will get stickers, which I moved them because I sent a bunch to you. So, here's the first sticker you will get. This is our quote unquote official logo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made up a special patron only sticker. Pretty cool. So you'll get a couple stickers. In addition to that, we have some tabletop RPGs that we play from time to time, and we record those. And you, as a patron, can watch those exclusively. Only our patrons can see those. We had a Star Wars RPG that we did last year called Twilight of Vakanta. It ran for a little while. That was a lot of fun. We had a cyberpunk game we were running, which is currently on hiatus. Whether or not we'll actually ever go back to that remains to be seen. But currently, we are running another Star Wars RPG, Shadow of the Sun. That one so far has been a lot of fun. So you'll be able to see those. And I think actually, you know what? You can get a preview of that one because I'm pretty sure that we ran the first session and put that one up on YouTube as a preview to decide if that's something you wanted to look at. But yeah, that's exclusive. And then we have a bunch of what we call early access content. We record these special and they're all comic book related. They're not Star Wars. They're all comic book related. Because in addition to Star Wars, I am a big comic book nerd as well. So I got to scratch that itch. So we record these episodes and we put them up on the Patreon for our patrons to check out first. So you get to see those before anybody else. And after a couple weeks, I put them up on the YouTube channel. But as a patron, you get to see them first. And if you are interested in knowing, we've got the Bat Cave, which is me and my son Blue talking about Batman stuff. And then we have Kryptonian Chronicles for you Superman and Superman related fans. With Dave, our friend Dave, JD, and I talk about Superman and stuff. Last episode we did of that one was All-Star Superman.
All-Star Superman.
And next we're going to be doing a discussion of Volume 1 of Absolute Superman. And then we also have we've only got 2 episodes of this one. It's called The Devil's Den, and it's about Daredevil. So we got that one. Me and Spencer started that one up. And then another one that is basically kind of like a rotating cast of co-hosts is called Mutant Chronicles. And that one is about all things X-Men related. We have on the YouTube channel, we have 2 episodes up, and they seem to be performing pretty well. Me and Spencer just recorded another one that is still up on the Patreon. So it'll be a little bit before that one hits YouTube. But that one's a fun one. If you're an X-Men fan, go check it out. Also, as a patron, you get to hear us call out your name on the show.
Oh.
So we would like to thank you all you patrons that are supporting the show. Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel Gonzalez, Brennan, Brian, Steve, Matthew, Taco Cat, Paul, Smirking Bear, and Adam. Thank you very much for being patrons. We do appreciate it. Can't do it without you. Spencer, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I have not started writing it. So if that's any indicator, I mean, I've got an outline for a large part of the campaign. I just haven't gotten details written for the next episode yet.
I would say, and here's just my input on it, because I'm 2 for 2 on that campaign as far as being able to show up. And I would say that with the weather events going on this weekend, there may be a pretty good chance that I would be 2 for 3 on that. So I would say this weekend might not be such a good idea.
We might not because of the weather.
Yeah, because I may be, like I said, I may definitely not be around because it just kind of depends on what happens with the weather.
I would Spencer, I would tentatively say no, just because of the possibility of bad weather.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to run another session where somebody's going to be gone, because last session, that was a freaking disaster.
But even the disasters can be fun.
That was a disaster. So yeah. Thank you, patrons. And like I mentioned, just go to bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio. Go to all our socials, hit up our Discord, hit up our Patreon, hit up our YouTube, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I want to address a question real quick. It says Matthew says, "Hey JD, do you have any of those vintage ceramic Yoda statues? There's a few of us that have different versions. I named mine Floyd. Matthew, I do have a lot of Yoda stuff because Yoda being one of my favorite characters. I have one of the newer ones from Disney. But if you're talking about the old ones that you could paint yourself and put together with lights in it, no, I do not have one of those. And if you're talking about the little creepy dude that looks more like a gremlin than he does Yoda, I definitely don't have one of those. So no. Like I said, I have a lot of statues, but I don't have that. But the good news is I have the use of a 3D printer, and which many of you know. Mine will actually print in pieces different characters, and I can print a life-size R2D2 and a Yoda. The problem is it will take, like a Yoda would take basically a week to print, and because it prints in different sections, and then it just takes time. So it's annoying because I can't buy, obviously if I wanted to buy one that does it all at once, I could, but you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and I would need an entire room by itself for just a printer.
Wow.
He says I'm not in the cool kids club. Dang the bad luck. Cheers. I mean, literally cheers. I mean, this is my Cheers cup. So from Boston, from the Cheers bar that I actually got from the Cheers bar. So cheers, people.
So that brings us to be drawn to the Force. So for those newbies, that's the point of the show where we talk about Star Wars comics that are coming out this week, trying to promote comic book reading. But we only talk about Star Wars comic books. There are a lot of comic books coming out tomorrow, but we're only going to talk about the comic book ones, or the Star Wars ones. So tomorrow, there's only one. There seems to be a theme lately. But yeah. So tomorrow, which is Wednesday, January 21st, we have Star Wars #9. Yeah, interesting little cover there. I wonder who that is.
Yeah, it is. I was going to say, who the hell is that in the back?
I don't know. I actually haven't been reading this, so I was going to wait until they start doing the trades. But yeah, this one's written by Alex Segura and artwork by Ramon Rosanas. Got a couple variant covers here. Let's see what they got. Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay, yeah.
That's a variant cover for a comic book? What the hell?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That must be who's in the background, whoever that is.
That must be. I don't know who that is.
Guess I should read it.
New character.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought there was another one. Where'd it go?
Yep, there it is. There's another one. It's right there.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Right there.
That one's kind of cool. I like that one.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's kind of cool when they do variant covers.
It seems like that's the thing, though. It seems like almost the majority of the ones that you've been showing have all had some sort of variant cover attached to them.
Yeah.
And some of them were downright horrible.
Yeah.
Did they know my name? Yes, Matthew, they knew my name. No, they didn't.
Okay, so that was Drawn to the Force.
Please,
Weird.
if you get a chance, go read comic books because that's some of the most underrated content and fun that I think a lot of people don't get enough of is comic books. So go read comic books. They're neat.
Hit up your local comic book shop.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have one. Unless you live out
I'm
in
sure
the
you have
road.
I'm sure you have one that you don't know that existed and you've never been to and you've probably passed it 100 times. You just didn't know it was there.
Probably.
So go find it. Go find it.
So now that Drawn to the Force has come and gone, you know what time it is.
Uh-oh.
It's time for us
to
show and tell time. DJ, what's up, man?
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, just in time for us to show our thingies. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have anything because I didn't buy anything because I'm broke. I'm looking around here to see if there's anything that I have not shown before. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there is.
You mean you don't have any boxes left over that I gave you last year?
No, I think I did the last one that last time.
Did you finally get
that
through
one?
it?
I didn't even know I had.
What about the Unleashed character?
Hang on a second. I want to see what this is down on the floor. No, that was from a box. Never mind. Nope, I got nothing. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Did I probably showed this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed this. The Beskar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's from.
No, wait, what is that?
A few years ago.
Oh, Rebel ScumCon. Yeah.
Oh, not Rebel ScumCon. That was Scarif Con. Get my con mixed up.
Yeah, that's okay.
Who thought that would happen?
Yeah. Oh, I told you. So you, Steve, I think you're going to make it to Rebel ScumCon.
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe.
well, we're gonna try to talk you into it as much as possible.
It's not about not wanting to. I am unemployed.
No, I get that. I get that. I didn't get a chance to tell you this, but if we go this year, I think Spencer said he's going to come. Julie's has some cousins that live in Washington State, and they are now coming. So we'll have them to hang out with. Hopefully, Spencer, you'll be able to make it. Yep. Or Matt says he'll be there. So hopefully Matt and Spencer will be able to hang out. And Matt, hopefully you'll be able to hang out a little bit longer. I'm going to do everything I can to get Steve there. So you guys just keep that in mind. I'm going to try to do everything I can to get Steve there.
Maybe I should launch a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. Get Steve to Rebel ScumCon.
Send Steve to Rebel ScumCon.
Yeah, or buy him a coffee or something just so he can save up money. Spencer says he should be able to get going. And then one of the guys that's normally, or not, he's not in the chat right now, but normally he has been in there, Drew or Artemis, is it Artemis Armory? Yeah. He's actually going to be coming along. He got a hotel. He's getting hotel rooms at the hotel that we stayed at last time. So he's going to be coming along too. So he'll be traveling with us from Kansas to come down. It'll be his first. It's kind of going to be cool for him because it's going to be kind of his first out of town trip and kind of one of his first major Star Wars only cons. So he's excited. He's excited about it. And he said he's going to bring one of his outfits. He actually applied to. He has a new Jedi outfit that he applied with, and I'm going to bring mine because we'll actually be able to stay in the hotel and I won't have to walk down the street through the heat in August in order to get to the thing. So I'll have my costume there, which is fantastic. And that kind of thing. So yeah, it was pretty hot in my butt.
It was pretty hot.
I'm pretty sure we could have baked eggs on the freaking sidewalk. It was miserable. And people, the walk from our hotel to the con was not even what, maybe 100 yards? Maybe?
Yeah, it was not far.
It was miserable. And you had to walk outside to go to the food trucks. And when you walked outside, it was like a blast of heat. It was miserable. You people in Texas need to turn the thermostat down.
I don't think it's up to them. I don't think the people in Texas themselves have anything to do with it.
But it's gonna be, yeah, there's gonna be a whole boatload of us down there. So that's gonna be fun.
I would like to get a room at the Con Hotel, but I've got to first ensure that I've got tickets to the event to begin with.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Rogue.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, if you folks out there have never been to Rebel Scum Con, it takes place in Frisco, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas. It's a lot of fun. It's not as big or crowded as Celebration, but it's like a Celebration light.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
Yep. The only thing they did say is this year was going to be even bigger than last year. So,
oh, good Lord, yeah.
So, and we had a lot of fun last year. It was cool. We had a great time. And like Steve said, it's not like a Celebration chaos and that kind of stuff. It's there's no like con exclusives other than like the pins, but the pin collecting thing was a blast. It was fun. It gave you a chance to interact with people, and like we had certain pins we couldn't find to get an entire collection, and my girlfriend was all motivated about getting all the pins and probably spent more money on the pins than I should have trying to get all the pins. But hey, but it was fun. It got her motivated to do something, and we had a good time, and I got a tattoo from it and stuff like that.
Come to Rebel Scum Con, and you too can have a photo op with the host of Rebel Nerd Radio.
Yeah, a 6.5 foot tall Jedi named looks like me. Yeah. I don't know this for sure, but there's
would
a
be
chance.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. There is a slim chance that I will either have an alternate costume. I'll take my Jedi one, but there's a chance that I'll have an alternate one. It could be Bale and Skull, maybe be Darth Vader, possibly.
I thought it was going to be Jar Jar.
Yeah, I ain't going there. No, I will have one or the other. I'm not sure which one. If I have enough money left over for my taxes, I may have enough to order the entire Darth Vader outfit. If I can do that, I may just go ahead and do that. I may just go ahead and order Darth Vader right out the gate. So it is tax time, Steve, just so you know.
It is, but we actually owe money. So
I hate it when that happens.
Which makes no sense because I didn't make any money last year. Anyway, actually, you know what I think it was? I think because a certain individual that lives in this house who will remain nameless made money on their side business. That's probably what did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta love taxes and IRS.
All right.
Not.
Well, hey,
Not.
we need you to show us your thingy.
Oh yeah, we were going there, weren't we?
We were.
So, for those of you who knew last year, one of my highlights of my year was going to Japan for Star Wars Celebration. Whilst I was there, and I probably should have grabbed those and I forgot to, they're in the other room. I'll show them next time as kind of a side show me your thingy. But what I found over there was they have these little things over there and they're about yay big, about yay big. And what it is it's when they go to the movies or whatever, and I don't know like what the context of this is. I may have to research a little bit so I can give you more of a context when I actually show it to you. But they have a little thing that they send out, and all it is like a half of a little piece of thing that's plastic. And they put like their movie tickets in it, or they put in like little pieces of memorabilia from the movies. And they had some for Star Wars, and the only thing I could find them for was the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy. But this is a weird kind of story. I went to, shortly after we got back, when I got back, it was something my daughter and I love to do when she was younger, and we don't get to do that often, is we love to go to Renaissance festivals. And we've been to the Kansas City one, we've been to the Oklahoma one, there's a small one that they do, and it's not really that small.
Which one in Oklahoma?
The Muskogee.
Okay. Because there's one in Norman.
Okay, I might. If there's one in Norman, I might have to come to that because we enjoy the crap out of them. But we've been to the one in Muskogee, we've been to the one in Kansas City. If you have not been to a Renaissance festival, or if you get a chance to go to the one in Muskogee, or if you get a chance to go to the one in Kansas City, they are huge. They are fun. They are a blast. If you dress up, you have a real great time. I highly recommend it. If you've not been to a Renaissance festival, you need to go. They're awesome. And like I said, if you have an outfit and you can dress up, I highly recommend you do it because it makes the experience even that much more fun. And you can go around and you can interact and you can do things and the people interact with you and you can do games and there's just all kinds of stuff to do. It's a blast. It's great. It's a great time. So if you get a chance to go to a Renaissance Festival, I highly recommend it. But so we went to the one in Kansas City is one where everything is handmade. All the products that people sell at the different booths at the festival is all handmade stuff. It's not stuff that you can buy it's not toys. It's not stuff you can buy in department stores. It's all stuff that they hand make, like jewelry and cups and furs and swords. They even actually have forged swords, and they have outfits that you can buy that are handmade and so on and so on and so on. So the reason I say that is because the one that I went to recently, right after we got back from Japan, here in Wichita, is not like that. It's one that basically they sell a little bit of everything. And basically, it can be everything from Renaissance stuff to just things that people are collecting. And for the most part, they try to stick to Renaissance stuff. But this one guy had Renaissance-y stuff, but he also had a little section that had to do with Star Wars toys and manga and Transformers and a few other things. And he said it was just parts of his collection that he was trying to get rid of, so he was trying to sell. And he had in one of his boxes what was a bunch of movie programs from different places. And I went in and looked at some of the ones that he had because I saw a Star Wars one. And I went, no kidding. And he goes, yeah, he says, I've got all of them except for two, and they're all from Japan. And I was like, no kidding, I just got back from Japan. And we had a conversation about Japan and what it was like, and he couldn't attend, and he wanted to know how it was, and blah, 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 blah. So I said, well, there was only two that he was missing, and he couldn't ever find them. He called me and messaged me and said, I can't find the other two. I don't know where they're at. And so I said, well, I before I left him that day, I purchased all the ones that he had, and he gave them to me for $10. So what I ended up with all the programs from Japan for all the movies. And you can kind of see this one here. I don't know if you can see it. This is episode 1. And the only thing about it is that for the most part, it's all in Japanese. So I can't read a damn bit of it. But I mean, that's not a horrible thing because I got Google Translate, so if I want to, I can look at it.
Are you telling me that you went to Japan and didn't learn Japanese beforehand?
I learned a little bit of Japanese beforehand, and I've forgotten all but 2 words now. But episode 1, there's concept art. There's let's see here. There's concept art of the characters in here, including Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, Yoda. There's all kinds of C-3PO, Jar Jar. There's even concept art in here of Jar Jar and different things. And then there's merchandise. There's merchandise that you can get. There's more merchandise and all that kind of stuff. So let me just hit the camera. This is the episode 1 version. And then the episode 2 version is not far off, but it's pretty clean, pretty nice. This is the Attack of the Clones version. And same thing. You've got different concept art of the outfits, and you've got some of the outfits and who's and stuff like that. But like I said, if you look kind of closely, you can see it tells you who they are, but it's all in Japanese. I mean, obviously I can't read it. But to look at it is neat. And if I wanted to, I could sit here with my camera and Google Translate everything that they're saying. But I pretty much get the gist of it. I think it's kind of neat. And then episode 3, but I think the coolest part of it is that this guy had all three of the original trilogy ones.
Oh, nice.
And this one is from the original movie, and it's postmark. It's what do they call that? Postmark date. Is that what they call it? Like when it was printed?
Publishing date?
Publishing date? Yeah, sure. Publishing date 1977. So this is the Japanese program from 1977 of the original Star Wars movie. And I looked on the inside cover, and I'm not even kidding you. I looked on the inside cover. 1977. Right there.
Nice.
And so, yeah, this is basically just a movie. It kind of gives you all the stuff that's in it, all the pictures, and there's just different scenes and who they are, and like I'm pretty sure that that's like R2D2, and they're telling you about what some of his functions are. But you obviously you can't read it. But production notes, but it's all in Japanese. Obviously, there's screenshots and pictures and things, and then big poster things of it in there. And then, like I said, obviously you have the Empire Strikes Back. What I thought was cool is that I have one that I got in the theaters from Return of the Jedi, and this looks almost. I think the one that I got here in the U.S. is actually this part of the panel is white, and most of the stuff is white on the back. For like this, or no, actually, I think this is black on the back here, but this is white, and most of the interior is white. But this version of it, all the lettering and everything in it happens to be black on this one. But it's almost identical to the one I have that I got in theaters, but this is the Japanese version of it, which I thought that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty mind blowing. It was, they're that similar. And then on top of that, I got The Force Awakens, which is a pretty cool one. This one has a lot of items, concept arts, behind the scenes footage, different things. Some of them are the ships. Or wait, where'd it go? There we go, ships. So you got a part about ships. There's all kinds of cool information in here about it. And yeah, no characters left out. A lot of characters, all the characters in the movie are predominantly featured. Stories about all of them: Kylo Ren, Finn, Phasma, Rey, Han Solo, all that. That's all in there. I got the Last Jedi one, which is cool. But yeah, there's character profiles on each one of them in there. There's Princess Leia, and then Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. That's in there. And then we also have, last but not least, this one's kind of neat because you have that on the front for Rise of Skywalker, which is pretty much the movie poster, one of the movie posters. And then you have that on the back. I think that's kind of cool with the cracks in the helmet and all that. That's kind of neat. So, yeah. So basically, I have a program from all of the Skywalker Saga movies. I could not find one for Rogue One yet, Steve. So don't come after me. I just couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it yet. But yeah, having something like that, like I said, been to Japan and seen that, so it's kind of going to go in with that. I'm going to put that with the Japanese stuff that we got, the Japanese theme stuff that we got from overseas, as just something kind of fun. Just something kind of fun and something kind of different. And then if, like I said, if people wanted to go through it and actually look at it with Google Translate, you could go through and do all that. But yeah, the most impressive part, I think, was, like I said, the three original trilogy ones. This thing is just this cool that it's from 1977, and it's something that was released in their country back then, which just to see how far that influence and how much they were hoping that, I guess, Star Wars would do really good. So
I found one for $10.
The Rogue One?
Yeah.
Oh, the Japanese version?
Yeah.
Nice. I need that. Need that one solo.
$10 plus $10 shipping.
That sounds like eBay.
It is. But if I had $20, I would probably buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me catch up with the chat here. Okay, so DJ went to a con, and he said that he met Ahmed Best.
We met
Cool.
him in Japan. He's a pretty awesome freaking dude.
And he met Ray Park.
Nice. Oh, for those of you who don't know, he will be at RebelScumCon this year in August. Ray Park will be there.
He met Tate Fletcher, Chris Bartlett, and Amy Allen, who played a Jedi in episode 1 through 3.
Nice.
Very cool.
That was one of the cool.
I don't have any movie programs. I don't remember ever seeing a program for the movies. That'd be cool though to have.
Yeah. And I didn't really see any that they handed out. Now, if they did, they only handed them out to certain ones. So I didn't see any of the movie programs here. But like I said, I need to kind of research this a little bit just to see, because I can show you guys the little pamphlets that I got while we were there, because we were walking through a mall, and it was kind of fun because I was walking through the mall after we had just finished one of the con days, and I was in my Jedi outfit, and I was walking through the mall, and people actually recognized me as a Jedi. And I had people in the mall coming up to me taking pictures in the mall, which is kind of weird. But I mean, I guess they don't see a guy dressed up as a Jedi walking through the mall every day.
You're here to make a movie. No.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, I mean, how they view their stuff and the culture and that kind of things could be very different. And I don't know. If somebody in the chat knows, maybe you could look it up, or maybe you could give us some context. But it could be just one of those things that they view it as a very different experience than we do. And so if that's the case, it may be one of those more memorable things for them. I don't know. I really don't. I can't say that right now. Oh yeah, Jonas. I can't, and I butcher his last name, so I'm not even gonna try it. The guy who plays Chewbacca now, who took over for the original Chewbacca.
So here's who's been more or less confirmed so far for this year.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who played Chewbacca and also played Kalnaka. Denise, is it Gog? I don't know. The actress that played Deidre Miro.
Nice. God, they need both of them there together.
A very big name. I'm not going to butcher his real name, but let's just say Moff Gideon. Giancarlo Esposito will be there.
Giancarlo Esposito. Really? I didn't know he was going to be there.
Of course. Kyle Suller, a.k.a. Cyril.
They are going to both be there.
Yes, they are.
Didra and Cyril will be there together. Oh,
yes,
if they do a duo picture, I want that picture. That would be awesome.
Paul Sung-Hyun Lee, also known as Carson Teva.
Carson Teva. Yep.
So that is who has been confirmed. But I'm sure more will. I mean, we're several months away. So
yeah, I think you gave me a really good argument for wanting to buy VIP tickets.
Why's that?
Because if Deidre and Cyril do a duo picture together, I want that picture. Okay. Paul Sung-Hyun Lee is great. He is a huge nerd. He would be great to see. And Ray Park, I have an autograph from Ray Park, which I've showed on Show Me Your Thingy before. I have one. A buddy of mine got it for me. And I have it up there, but I would actually like to have a selfie picture with him that I could print out and show. So that would be awesome. I'd like to actually get a picture with him. I got
a selfie with Sam Witwer.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I didn't think about it at the time. I probably should have done that. In fact, I think I told people on one of the episodes about the situation with I bought a lightsaber under the understanding that I was going to get an autograph from Sam Witwer, and then it ended up falling through at RebelScumCon, so I got an extra lightsaber, and then my girlfriend won a lightsaber, and then they gave us another lightsaber. I never did get that autograph with Sam Witwer, so whatever. Yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Well, that's it for show and tell time. And that brings us to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble. No.
Yeah.
Yes, we are here to talk about the legacy and career of Ms. Kennedy.
Yes. And again, I'm going to throw the disclaimer back out there again. Just so you know, be respectful. Be respectful of us in the chat is more of what I think I would want to say is be respectful of us in the chat. Don't come at us. You get one opportunity to be disrespectful. If you are, you'll get an opportunity to be disrespectful, and you'll get a warning if you are disrespectful
So
a
here's the
second time,
thing.
you'll get thrown.
There's going to be a line. Like, if I don't feel that you deserve a warning, it depends on like how nasty your comment is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't taking anybody's shit tonight. It's been a day. Anyway,
we've had enough of that already.
We've had a day. So
we've had a day.
If you didn't already know, Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down as president of Lucasfilm. A role that she has played since October of 2012 when Mr. George Lucas sold his company to Disney and more or less handpicked her as the head of Lucasfilm. She stepped down on the 15th of this month. And we're going to have co-presidents. We've got Dave Filoni, a name that you all should know. If you do not know his name, what the hell are you doing here? So Dave and I'm going to butcher her name, Linwin Brennan, who prior to being announced as co-president of Lucasfilm, she has been the executive vice president for Lucasfilm since 2024. Executive vice president, I don't know what the hell that means. But she before 2024, she was the general manager of Lucasfilm. Again, I don't really know what that means, what that entails. But she's been doing that since 2015. And before that, she was the president of Industrial Light and Magic. So while you may not know I didn't know who she was. So if you don't know who she is like me, she's not necessarily a newbie to Lucasfilm. She has been with Industrial Light and Magic since 1999. I don't know what she did before that.
I've got an entire list of her accolades sitting here.
Yeah, I've got some stuff from like she's got one of those was she knighted? I think she was knighted.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
She's British. Yeah, I've got Linwin.
Oh, the girl that's taken over. Oh, okay.
She's British born. Yeah, she's an American citizen, but she's British born.
Okay.
But yeah, she's got she was awarded the Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. I think that means she was knighted. But yeah, go with the accolades because I don't see anything else.
Oh, I thought you were sorry. I thought you were talking about Kathleen Kennedy. My bad.
Oh no. I've got that list. Holy hell. No, I'm talking about Linwood, the people that are taking over for Kathleen. But okay, yeah, let's jump into it. So Kathleen Kennedy, born June 5th, 1953 in Berkeley, California.
I
She,
want to read. I want to read something real quick because I saw this. I saw this a couple comments on Facebook, and I've seen a couple comments on Instagram and a few other places that says that, like, because other people have talked about her acolytes and some of the things that she's done, and they said that being a producer is not that big of a deal. So I want to kind of read this real quick because
they don't know what they're talking about.
Right. But I wanted to read this just real quick because I wanted people to understand what exactly it is a movie producer
Yes,
does.
Matt.
Because
that's your one warning. That's your one. This is your one warning, Matt.
What do you say? Anyway, I can only imagine.
They throw it up here. He says, I don't have anything negative to say about KK. So do I still get a warning if I just talk shit to you guys about other subjects? Yes, Matt.
Yes.
That's your one warning.
Yeah, that's your one warning. Depending on how funny it is, you may get more or you may get kicked out. Okay, so what I wanted to read real quick is this is kind of a Google version of what a movie producer is and what they do. For those of you who may not know, maybe you didn't look it up, maybe you don't actually understand what a movie producer is or does, I thought I would read this real quick because I think it's relevant to why we're kind of doing this as far as she's concerned and why. I mean, it's obviously it's essential because she's been a part of Lucasfilm for 14 years. She was literally handpicked by George Lucas to take over Lucasfilm after they were acquired by Disney. And so I thought this was kind of relevant. So it says, movie producer oversees the film's entire life cycle from finding the script, securing financing to post-production, marketing, distribution, acting as the project's leader, and general contractor to manage creative, logistical, and financial aspects. Producers assemble the team, the director, the cast, and the crew, manage budgets and timelines, handle legalities, and ensure the director's vision aligns with particular constraints, making them crucial for bringing a film from concept to screen.
So a producer basically manages, oversees, plans everything about a movie from concept to screen.
Right. So they're basically kind of a GM of a movie.
They're exactly. That's a good sports metaphor.
Yeah.
So you've got your, like in baseball, you've got your manager who is essentially a coach.
Mm-hmm.
But above him, you have the GM who is in charge of everything.
Yeah. And that's essentially what a producer is. A producer is someone who manages everything.
So it's no do nothing job. They
literally are the reason why the people are assembled. And once the people are assembled, they hand the reins over to them and they oversee all aspects of production of the movie, from the concept arts, from the initial cast all the way down to marketing and distribution and all that kind of stuff. They literally take care of everything going along with that movie. Now, they may delegate stuff down to the directors and things like that. And when we talk about movies, we always talk about directors. Like, the director is the big thing in a movie because it is basically the director's vision, and the director is the one that the producer hands the reins to and makes sure that they are, they have the creative control. But the producer is the one who assembles that.
That's right. But you can't talk about like the MCU without talking about Kevin Feige.
Right. You can't talk about like
a bunch of different directors, but it's all Kevin Feige.
And Jerry Bruckheimer, who did some fantastic movies. He was a producer, and a lot of them were his visions, but he handed them over to directors, and different directors did different movies, like the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Gone in 60 Seconds and things like that. They've been producers on all those movies, and the producer is a very important individual when it comes to the movies.
Right. So the last, like how many ever years of Star Wars, if it had Star Wars name on it, she was the Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
Pretty much. Like it or not, agree with it or not.
Like it or not.
Don't care.
Yeah. So going back.
She was involved with it.
Okay, so she was born.
Rogue One, the Mando series, all that everybody actually liked. She was a part of all that.
Yes. Okay, so born in Berkeley, California, She
Yeah.
she attended college at San Diego State University and majored in telecommunications and film. And her first job out of college was at a TV station in San Diego, where she did things like camera operator, video editor, floor director, production coordinator. And so she eventually got into movies and started working with a director whose name you should know, a Mr. Steven Spielberg. And that is where she first started doing her production stuff. And she co-founded a company that you might be familiar with called Amblin Entertainment.
Man, I'm gonna step on that for a minute. I did not know that she, with her husband and Steven Spielberg, co-founded Amblin Entertainment. I did not know that.
Yep.
That's pretty stinking cool, I think.
That
That's pretty
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Amblin's a big deal. She I think her first, based on what I have read, her first partnership, for lack of a better term, with George Lucas was on Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
So then she started producing some pretty big films. We're going to get into specific films here in a minute, but I'm just kind of giving an overview of her career. So she's doing all that. And then she, where's it at? She started working with Lucasfilm. With George, of course. And then when George sold his company, Kennedy became the president. So she's been doing that since October 2012. And so, yeah, that is her career in a nutshell. We'll get more into specifics. That is correct, Matt. Even without Star Wars or the Indiana Jones movies, most people go their entire career without getting anything close to that success. So, yeah. So she's done a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with Star Wars or Indiana Jones. Like Matt just said in the chat and has been saying all night, her first movie that she produced was E.T. in 1982. Good for her. Popular movie. Not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Just not my thing.
I can confirm, Matthew. I'm only speaking specifically to Matthew right now. I know Steve for sure has never said that he hates the movie. It's just not his thing.
I will say, if you want to talk about a movie that I will say I hated, we were talking about it in the chat earlier today. It's fucking Madam Web. I hate that.
Why do we have to bring it up?
Exactly.
Why do we have to bring it up?
So as a producer, some of the big ones, you remember the Money Pit? Money Pit was cool.
Yep. Tom Hanks. Yep.
Empire of the Sun. That was kind of
excellent.
How popular that one is.
It was back in the 80s. That was actually a very good dramatic film. It was very good. Empire of the Sun. Yep.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Actually, you skipped over one.
Tina says she didn't get a notification from YouTube. What the heck, man?
I don't know. Actually, you skipped over one. 1985's The Color Purple, which is a very
I actually didn't put that on my list because I haven't seen it.
No, but I mean, it gives it. The Color Purple is actually I don't know. I don't know how you define it,
Matt.
I don't know how you would define it. I don't know if you call it I don't think it's a cult classic movie, but it is one of those dramatic classic films that if you have not got a chance, it's before some of the. I'll say this: it's before some of the people that are in the movie became very politicized.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's your one warning, Matt. No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
Tina says you also hate Morbius and the Flash too.
I
Yeah,
tried to get through Morbius, people, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Sorry.
Oh, I fell asleep watching that movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. She did Arachnophobia,
Mm-hmm.
which it was all right.
That was.
It was all right.
It was all right. No. It was. Arachnophobia was actually good.
She produced Hook.
Oh my God! Yes,
Very
that
good
was
movie.
one of the ones. Of all the Robin Williams movies out there, I think probably Hook is my favorite.
Matt, I didn't skip that, but her credit on that movie was not as producer; it was as executive producer, and I'm not really sure what the difference is. I mean, I know what a producer does. Just means an executive producer do. I mean,
usually, I think like when you're an executive producer, basically you're brought in as kind of a like a consultant or a pro or an executive. Like I don't want to say executive. You're brought in as a consultant and or a kind of like a you have like you have a GM. You have a GM, but then you have
executive producer do.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah.
An executive producer manages the big picture of a media project, focusing on financing, business, and high-level creative oversight, securing funds, assembling talent. This sounds like a producer.
Yeah, probably one of those things like you have a VP and then you have like a junior VP kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Or
so
you have a president of the company and you have VPs.
These are not. My list is not in. I've got it split up between producer and executive producer. So I skipped, with that in mind, I skipped Gremlins. She was the executive producer on Gremlins. She was, of course, the executive producer on The Goonies.
Yes.
She was the executive producer on Back to the Future. Very good.
You're making me relive my 80s right now.
She was the executive producer on An American Tale.
Bible. Nice.
Yep. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Another classic.
Back to the Future 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Joe versus the Volcano.
That's a funny movie.
1993, Jurassic Park.
She was a producer on that one.
Yeah, she was the producer on that one.
She was a producer on that one.
Popular movie really wasn't my thing, though. 1995, she produced The Bridges of Madison County.
Mm-hmm.
Good acting in that movie. Just in general, it just wasn't my thing. She did Twister in 1996.
Yes. Freaking outstanding. Producer accolades. I've got a few here. Producer accolades. I've got The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense. Yeah.
She was a producer on The Sixth Sense, which everybody. I mean, I see dead people. If you don't know where that comes from, you're not alive. Let's see here. Jurassic Park 3. She also did that one. She also did AI, artificial intelligence. The movie Seabiscuit, which is about the racing horse. War of the Worlds, the 2005 with Tom Cruise. Curious Case of Benjamin Button with Brad Pitt. She did, let's see here. What's some good ones that people would know? Well, basically, I mean, she's done some other ones that weren't as popular. She did like The Adventures of Tintin, Warhorse, Lincoln in 2012. And then it goes into her accolades as producer for all of the Star Wars projects, which includes all the sequel trilogy movies, Rogue One, Solo, Dial of Destiny. And she's even listed as credited for doing the production on Mandalorian, Grogu, and Starfighter. They'll be coming out both 26 and 27.
See, that's another thing is she stepped down as president, but she's still going to be the producer for those two movies.
Yep. And which she said she's not retiring. She's stepping down
Right,
from those.
right.
She's stepping down from being president of Lucasfilm, but she's going back to doing just producing, which apparently is something she likes to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she's in her 70s, 72. Is that right?
Yeah, she is 72.
So she's still going to be producing Mandalorian and Grogu, Star Wars Starfighter. There's a good chance that she may be involved in other projects that's going to be coming out with Star Wars.
Did you mention Schindler's List?
I did not.
Okay.
I know that she was a part of that, but she was an executive producer. On
She was an
Schindler's List.
executive producer on that one, yeah.
Yes, and she actually was. Let's see, executive producer, Gremlins, Goonies, Back to the Future, Young Sherlock Holmes, American Tail. Batteries Not Included, 1987. I love that movie. That's actually a pretty good movie. Back to
Kingdom
the
of the
Future
Crystal
movies.
Skull, but I won't hold that one against her.
Well, everybody has their opinion. Um, Schindler's List. Schindler's List is actually a fantastic. It's an absolute great movie if you have not seen it. Signs, which is a M. Night Shyamalan movie, if you haven't seen that, with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. Excellent movie. Kingdom of the, let's see.
She was
there's a couple of-
co-executive producer on Inner Space,
yeah.
as well as The Land Before Time.
Have you seen Inner Space?
Yeah, that's the one with Martin Short and Dennis Quaid.
Yes, that's the one where he gets shrunk down and he gets stuck inside Martin Short. And
yeah,
yeah.
That's a good one.
She actually did.
Come on, man. Land Before Time. Yeah.
And here's the thing: she was actually associate producer on. This is kind of crazy. We said that. Okay, so we said that one of her first projects was ET, right? According to Wikipedia, she was an associate producer on Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981.
Basically, she was okay. So the associate producer title. Basically, she was like an assistant to Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, she was assistant, but she was still on the project.
Yeah,
she was still on the project. But she also did. She was an associate producer on Poltergeist, Temple of Doom, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So she was involved in all the Indiana Jones movies.
Matt says it well. She basically has had her hand on our entire childhood.
Pretty much, if you grew up in the 80s, that's not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. If you grew up in the 80s, she had a hand in all of it. I mean, Goonies, the Back to the Future movies, the Jurassic Park movies, the Gremlins movies. I mean, she had her hands on some of the quintessential. She had her hands in, or was actually an acting producer on some of the best movies that came out of the 80s.
Police Academy movies.
We need to look that up. I didn't see that on there.
But yeah, no, Back to the Future. I mean,
yeah, all the Back to the Future movies. She had a hand in it, one way or another. She was I think she was either a.
Shit, Matt, please. In what universe? Maybe in your dreams.
She was, I think, executive. Yeah, she was an executive producer on the first one, the second one, and the third one. I'm pretty sure. No. Okay,
yeah, no, she did
the first one and the second one. She did the first one and the second one. I'm not, at least according to Wikipedia, she was not involved with. Oh no, there it is. Yep, there she was, executive producer on the third one. So she had her hand in all three of the Back to the Future movies, plus all the Gremlins movies, plus the Jurassic Park movies, the Indiana Jones movies. I mean, yeah, she even had I'm even seeing one here like Cape Fear, which is a horror movie from back in the early 90s, and the Flintstones movie.
But moving into Star Wars.
Last Airbender, 2010. She was a part of that.
Moving into Star Wars, without Kathleen Kennedy, we don't have Rogue One. We don't have The Mandalorian. We don't have Andor.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have The Acolyte. We don't have Obi-Wan Kenobi. We
don't have the Book of Boba Fett.
Don't say a word, Matt. We don't have the Book of Boba Fett. You
We
have been
don't have the
warned.
Power Rangers in Book of Boba Fett. What would we do?
I'm wrenching JD. No.
Yeah.
No. She also produced the Willow TV show. I didn't watch it, so.
I didn't watch, and you can't watch it anymore because they completely pulled it off.
Oh wow, really? It was that bad?
Yeah, they pulled it. They officially pulled it. It's not
Skeleton
on
Crew?
anymore.
No Skeleton Crew?
Yeah, we wouldn't have Skeleton Crew. Oh, speaking of which, side note, I'm gonna have to do it again. I had a little bit of a hiccup with my printer. I actually got a clog in the extruder, and I ordered some better, higher quality extruders. But this is something that has disappointed me about Skeleton Crew is that we have yet to get either in the Micro Galaxy Squadron, which is like the ones that I collect that you see kind of up here, or in kind of a vintage series or black series. We've gotten the little characters, most of the main characters from Skeleton Crew, but what we have not got yet is the Onyx Cinder.
Oh man, that's weird.
Yeah, we have not gotten an Onyx Cinder yet, and I've been kind of disappointed about that. And I did find on my 3D printer print files, I did find a file, excuse me, to print out a version of the Onyx Cinder with workable wings and everything. And I tried to print it out the other day, but my printer actually the extruder got clogged and the print came out like crap. So I have one, but it's trash. It's not any good. So now that I've gotten it fixed and I've gotten everything cleaned out and it's working fine, and I ordered some better, newer extruders for it that are a better metal. They're actually, instead of being stainless steel, they're actually hardened steel. They will actually work better and last longer. I'm going to try to reprint the Onyx Cinder and get the model working and everything, and then it'll be part of your show me your thingy. But yeah, I'm like I said, it has a stand, it has working wings, the whole thing works. I'm actually going to print it out. I'm going to try to use a vapor bath on it to smooth it out, and then I'm going to paint it and get the paint going on it, so that way it looks really cool. So you guys will get to see that. So FYI, side note. Sorry, squirrel.
So
Take a drink.
Take a drink. So while she has not won any, she has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards for Best Picture as a producer. She was nominated for E.T. She was nominated for The Color Purple. She was nominated for The Sixth Sense. She was nominated for Seabiscuit. She was nominated for Munich. She was nominated for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. She was nominated for a movie called War Horse. What is that?
I think I think I knew about that.
It's a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah, it literally deals with the horse that some guy had in war. I don't remember.
And then she was also nominated for Lincoln, 2012 Lincoln movie.
Nice.
Haven't won one yet, though. That's a bummer.
I don't know. Being nominated and being put in the same category is still pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's still pretty impressive. Yeah, Matt, I agree. I love the original Willow movie. I did not watch the series. Part of it was because I loved the dynamic between Willow and Madmartigan and Sorsha and that whole thing. So I would have loved to see that. Now, obviously, because of Val Kilmer's condition, that wasn't going to happen. But I wish they'd have stuck more to the Willow storyline rather than like go off on a tangent, because I think that's kind of what I didn't watch it. So from what I heard, though, that's what they did. And I just was like, nah, I'm good.
Joy wants to know if there's a 3D print files for an Ewok holding a Republic credit like a Lucky Cat.
An Ewok holding a Republic credit. Okay, I will look that up. I will see what I can find.
Spencer says Willow is just wannabe Lord of the Rings.
Pretty much.
I mean, okay. I mean,
Okay, Joy, you'll have to hit me up because I just looked up Ewok and there's a bunch of things in there. There's a bunch of print files, so you'll have to hit me up.
Kathleen Kennedy, man, she's done a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Spencer says he's gonna go hide now.
Yeah. Since she has taken over as president of Lucasfilm, despite your feelings on the movies and how some of them performed at the box office, I mean, she brought us. It kind of brought us out of the. Well, we had the prequel trilogy, so that kind of brought us out of the dark times. But I mean, let's face it. If George was still in charge, he wouldn't have done anything with it. I don't think
I can't argue with that. I really do think that if Disney had not bought Lucasfilm and it was left up to George after everything, and people are like, this is why like I said, a lot of times this is why we talk about like we are not going to interact with the hate that Kathleen Kennedy gets. Because George Lucas got a lot of hate. For those of you who were alive when the prequel or when the special editions came out, when the second set of special editions came out, when the prequels came out, George Lucas got a lot of hate, and people really went overboard before there was even an internet, before there was social media. People went overboard to try to insult him and insult every decision that he made. Jar Jar. They went overboard.
If George was still in charge, the dialogue would have been,
yeah. I'm not saying that he couldn't redeem himself. I'm not saying because we never did see you can look at concepts of what he wanted to do and the way he wanted the storyline to go. But the thing about it is that we all know that if you pay attention to movies, if you look at how movies are made, when you see what the concept is and what they want the story to be, as opposed to what the finished product looks like, you would be amazed how many of the classic movies, if you actually look at what the initial production concept looked like and what we ended up with, you would be amazed at how much they change, which is one of the reasons why I think it's so crazy that people insult what she's done, what Dave Filoni has done. People have insulted Dave Filoni too, so don't think it's just her. People have been insulting Dave Filoni when they did something they didn't like. And to see how that stuff progresses and to see what happens when you get from concept to actually reality of a movie to the finished product, things change and go through such a process by the time it's done that sometimes what is the finished product and what was the original are two different things. Mm-hmm. And I'll give you a good example. If you look at, even go back to, let's say, the original Star Wars. Go back to the original Star Wars and look at Ralph McQuarrie's art and look at what the concepts of Han Solo, Obi-Wan, Luke, Chewbacca, all those people, what they would have looked like if they'd have kept the concept versions of them. Chewbacca would have been an Ewok. Han Solo would have been an amalgamation of Han Solo and Obi-Wan. Luke Skywalker would have been a girl. There was all kinds of things that would have happened that would have been different. But a lot of those things changed during the production process because they're like, okay, that's not going to work. We need to do something that works a little better. So they change things. And it happens all the time. You look at all your favorite movies and look at the process that it went through, and you can see that even when they write a script for the movie, they're still cutting scenes and adding scenes during the production process. And pre-production, post-production, everything. It's all being changed. And it's all being changed because people have different creative ideas or they come up with something better and they say, oh, I think this would be better if we did this. And it's one of those things that it's a constant process. And it's that way for every movie. It's that way for everything that goes through Hollywood. It all happens that way. Even if you look at Like, I'll give you another example. The Harry Potter series, for instance. I'm reading the audiobooks and I've almost finished book 3. If you read the books, I've actually, in book 3, which is really cool, in book 3, when they do the very beginning of the movie, they talk about the night bus and they have that little head that's the Jamaican guy that's like talking crap in the movie. Steve, have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Okay. So the third one, you know that little guy on the night bus, the head that's the Jamaican guy, and he's talking crap to the driver?
Vaguely.
Okay. Anyway, for those of you who know it, or Steve, you can go back and look at it. He's not even in the book. He's not even in the book. So that changed from the book versions to the movies. It's one of those things that changed. They added that part in, which I think is a great add-in for the movies. But it changed some other aspects of the movie, or changed some other aspects of the book because of the fact that the way the movie needs to go and the way it needs to flow and time constraints and things like that, they have to change the story in order to get the key points of the story out. And it's just part of the movie making process.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of thing. So, yeah.
But I mean, Steve asked a question or made a statement earlier. I'm trying to find it in the chat. It was why? Okay, so why do some people dislike KK so much? I will never understand it. So let me get through this thought. I know you have your own thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead. When you're done, let me know, and I'll comment.
Let me get through this thought.
Okay, go for it. I'm going to try to.
Star Wars fans, not unlike fans of any fandom, are very fickle people. And if they don't like something, they are going to let you know. They're going to be very, very vocal about it. They're going to be so loud that the people who did like it get lost in the discussion. Now, this happened with George. The hate on the special editions. Now, I will say, in general, I liked the special editions. There were certain choices that I did not like.
Sebastian Stan.
But I did not go out on social media and rip it.
Excuse me, Sebastian Shaw.
Social media. I didn't go out and rip the thing. Okay.
Sebastian Shaw. Sorry. I misspoke. Sebastian Shaw. Sorry.
I wasn't even talking about that. No, I'm talking about the special editions.
That's what I'm talking about. The fact that they took
Sebastian. Yeah. No, I'm not. That no. The thing that I'm thinking about is the cantina scene. We're not going there.
Oh, okay, fine. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
He got a lot of hate on the prequels. This is George.
Jar Jar.
This is the guy who created Star Wars getting hate about Star Wars.
Yeah, he gets hate about his own creation.
So George got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Kathleen took over. She's been getting all the hate. Guess what? Dave Filoni and that other lady whose name I can't remember already, they're in charge now. They're gonna get the hate too.
Yep.
Because some people just can't be happy with what they are given.
I would add something to that specific statement, though, Steve, and I'll let you finish. There are people who won't be happy, and there's people who profit from not being happy.
That is true. So you got here's your Star Wars fans. And I'm just coming up with this off the top of my head. I didn't really think this through. Man, I probably should have thought this through before I even started thinking about saying this. Okay, so you got the Star Wars fans that we're just happy we're getting Star Wars and can find something positive to say about all of it. So there's those fans. Then you've got the quiet fans who either like or dislike something and just don't talk about it. They're very, very quiet, the quiet fans. Then you've got the ones that there's something about it that they don't like, and that's going to be their whole identity. And am I missing any other Star Wars fans?
You pretty much hit it.
But yeah, Star Wars fan, and this is not specific to just Star Wars. Fans of anything, they're fickle. If they don't like something, they're going to let you know. Generally speaking, I mean, people like us, you know, if there's something we don't like, so we're like, well, this could have been done better.
You and I do one of two things. If there's something we don't like, you and I do one of two things. Either we don't talk about it, or we just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like the Power Rangers thing. I say the Power Rangers all the time, and I think you get mad at me about it, but we have fun with it. It's just a joke. You know, I'm kidding.
I liked that show.
I did for the most part,
that choice. I did not like that choice. So make fun of it because it was a bad choice.
It was a very bad choice. And to me, that aspect of it kind of ruined it in that respect. Now, overall, should it? No, but
it much else about it that I liked that I could overlook it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tina, I'm gonna show you what Tina said, and I actually can't disagree with this. I'm happy we have more Star Wars and like most of it. I can find something that I like in all of it, to be honest. But I agree with this. Overall, I wish they had mapped out the sequel trilogy better. Agreed. I wish they would have had.
I had a conversation. Actually, myself and DJ talked a little bit about this in chat and privately. I can't argue with the fact that the sequels had their issues. I cannot argue with that. But at the same time,
had its issues.
Yeah, but the original trilogy, the sequel or the prequel trilogy, are not without their issues. I don't care what anybody says.
Exactly.
They had their issues. I don't give a shit. I can point them out if you want. We can have a discussion about it, but they had their issues too. Every movie out there is not perfect. I don't know one movie that is 100% perfect, and they all have their issues. They all have
the sequel trilogy movies. The sequel trilogy movies are not.
They're not any different. But like Steve and I have talked about in the past, we try to find the stuff that we liked about it, and then we try to focus on the things that we liked about it. But there are people, like Steve said, there are fans out there who have made the hatred part of their personality. And it's either for the fact that they just have one aspect of the movie they can't get over, or with the age of social media, they have made it to where they can make money off the hatred, and they've found a group of people that they can further their careers on YouTube as an influencer by focusing on those things.
And their audience is who I think Joy is talking about.
Okay.
Another group that believes what naysayers say and never give things a chance because they're told it's bad. That might be the most vocal group. You might be right.
Okay. But I'm gonna comment on that. The thing about that group of people is if you believe blindly that one person says something is bad and you don't find out for yourself, you are not a fan. You are not somebody who other people should listen to if you decide you want to comment on it. If you have not seen the material or consumed the material for yourself to make your own judgment, aside from what somebody tells you to believe about something, that is your own fault. And I'm not, if you were to come to me and say, I'm not watching The Acolyte because I heard it was so terrible. Okay, fine. But don't come to me and talk to me about it. Don't address me with it, and don't say anything about it, because if you haven't actually consumed the material and you don't have points of interest to talk about, I don't want to talk to you.
That's the thing about, like, not even a Star Wars thing, but like when critics come out and just blast a movie and like, you know what? I don't care that the critics blasted this movie. I'm gonna find out for myself. That's just
Yeah.
the way I am. I like to make.
Yeah.
I do this
And
stupid thing called thinking for myself.
And I, you know what? I'm not gonna disclude myself from that comment because I actually made a comment in Discord earlier that I said that if I said Steve was talking about and a couple of people were talking about doing a show about like some terrible movies
Oh,
and like Madam Web and Morbius and stuff like that came up, and I actually have not seen Madam Web, and I said. You're going to have to find a different host because I can't do it because I have not seen it, so I'm not going to be able to comment on it. And I said, and I actually made the statement, I heard that movie was horrible, so I have no interest in seeing it. That being said, I don't want to be a hypocrite, so I may have to force myself to watch.
so here's the
Madam
thing,
Web.
folks. You folks in the chat, and those of you that are watching on the replay or listening, and are on Discord or will eventually become part of Discord, maybe. Let us know. Do you actually want to see this? Do you want to see us do a side series on awful movies? Because we could do that as like a patron only thing,
Early patron early access just for
or
fun.
patron early access. We could. The fact that I would have to see that movie again, it kind of gives me a lump in my throat.
And forces me to watch crap that I have heard is horrid.
If you folks actually want that and want us to have to sit through another viewing of The Flash.
Oh my God. We're getting comments of yes, that's super fun. Oh,
no.
sake. Oh my God. I don't cuss very much on this show, but for
man.
For crap's sake. I'm not saying it.
Whitney
For crap's sake, please.
Welchman, what's up, man? Have you been in the chat before?
But anyway, that being said.
So Spencer says yes. Joy says yes. That's only two. I'm not doing it for two people. Oh, hey, Justin. How's it going, man?
Hey, Justin.
That's one of our patrons, folks.
Oh, yeah. Hey, buddy. Okay, he's got one of those names that got changed.
Justin, you can be a part of this conversation because we are asking the chat and those who are watching later that are in the Discord, if they want to see us do a side series, either patron only or early access for patrons, either one, do a series where we talk about bad movies. So like The Flash or Madam Web or
Morbius.
Morbius.
And it doesn't, and you know what? If we do it, I can guarantee you it's not going to be recent bad movies. We can get suggestions of horrible movies from like the past. And I'm just saying right now, if somebody says The Flash, or not The Flash, yeah. if somebody says Flash Gordon, I may have to kick you out of the chat because Flash Gordon is a great movie.
I think but doing Flash Gordon as a regular thing.
We are going to do a Flash Gordon series. So if you guys haven't seen Flash Gordon, you might.
Oh man!
But anyway,
Justin says we got to watch the old Captain America movie.
Oh, for Christ!
Oh my gosh! What did we get ourselves into?
You know, really honestly, and I'll be the first person to admit this, Steve. If we're going to do that, the inaugural episode needs to be the suggestion that everybody has said, and it's the holiday special.
But that's not bad.
Sure.
Okay, back to what we were talking about with everybody, with everybody.
Just God, we've got so many yeses. We've got so many yeses in the freaking chat.
There's too many yeses for us not to do it.
Oh God.
I'll tell you what. I'll do a poll, man. Matt, I'm gonna wrench you. Don't mess with me. The mood I'm in.
Oh, you're Matt. You're stepping on dangerous territory right now, buddy. You better watch it.
What are you talking about, Tina? don't know if I want to punish y'all like this.
I do know for sure, Steve, that what we'll have to do is if we're going to do this, I want to do an episode where we compare the 1994 version of Brandon Lee's The Crow versus the latest one that came out with.
Oh man, that means we'd have to watch it.
That means we have to actually watch it. I have heard so many bad things, and I actually own the original comic book novel of The Crow.
Yeah, I used to own it. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, and like
I
the
know,
Crow,
I know another movie.
The Brandon Lee Crow is actually one of my favorite cult classic movies.
I know another movie we could cover on a show like that. Remember Critters?
Yes. Oh God. Oh God. I think that has to be a whole series. Like we could do the hated and the cheesy, and it could be a side hour-long, just a holy crap, we hated this movie so much. Anyway,
back to movies, or back to Star Wars and
Kathleen Kennedy. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, did we get off on a tangent.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Justin, the sequels to The Crow are all bad.
Yeah. City of Angels wasn't.
There was something I was going to say, and now I can't remember the context of how I was going to frame it.
Yeah. You were finishing your thought on.
We were talking about all the problems with the Star Wars movies, or Star Wars projects that that Kathleen Kennedy and George have gotten so much hate for.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, Dave and oh my gosh, what a name.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah. Hang on. I've got her name right in front of me. Give me a second. Linwin Brennan. Okay. So Linwin and Dave are in charge now. Now they're going to get all the hate. But you got to remember one thing about these movies, past and present and future. Not every movie can be Rogue One. They just can't do it. Not every movie can be a Rogue One.
I'll say this. For those of you like you and me, Steve, and some of us older guys, I think like Matt and a few other guys, we were around for the original trilogy. We were around for the Dark Times. We were around for the special edition. We were around for the special edition. And when I made that comment earlier about Sebastian Shaw, I did not in any way agree with the fact that they took Sebastian Shaw out and they input Hayden Christensen. I hated that.
I'm checking this. I'm looking at the chat.
Oh okay.
Matt says, I triple dog dare you to watch Battlefield Earth. Dude, I saw that in the theater.
I've seen that movie. I've actually seen that. I actually watched it. I've watched it several times. I've seen that movie.
You watched it more than once?
I watched it more than once. I actually did. I watched it more than once.
Yourself.
Dude, because John Travolta, Forrest Whitaker, come on.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, great actors, but in a movie that was just freaking horrible.
In our awful movie discussion.
It definitely does.
Joy, like always, has the perfect title for this series.
Okay.
Flop culture.
That could 100% Joy be a brand new series. And you know what? Joy offered
that
me.
Movie was cinematic masterpiece. That should have been nominated for an Academy Award.
Oh God. I can see a lot of watching old terrible movies in the future.
There's another good one. Joy got another one. Real Regrets. I like that one. I really like that one.
Oh God. The only thing I'm not doing,
having gone to see Battlefield Earth in the theater.
The only thing I'm going to say is that you are not going to ever get me to watch Jiggly.
What's that?
Jiggly. That's with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. It flopped. It's one of the biggest flop movies of all time. Movie. Yeah, it's one of the biggest flop movies of all time. It was horrible. We could get Joy. You know what? Joy volunteered to be a producer on that for us. And I think it would be great if she could come up with a list of just come up with a list of movies and help us figure it out and topics and things that we could use her help on that one.
Tina, that movie would not be on one of the bad movie discussions. I would actually consider talking about that movie on a regular episode.
Oh, no. Okay, hold up. It might be on somebody's bad movie list, but I like that movie, and I play the crap out of the PlayStation 5 version of Starship Troopers Extermination. That is one of, right now, that is probably one of my most played PS5 games that I own, is Starship Troopers Extermination.
Is it only on PlayStation?
No, it's PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Cool. Joy is on a roll here, man.
Okay, go for it.
Masterpiece Theater.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, yes. Yes. Rebel Nerd Radio presents Disaster Piece Theater. Yes. I'm done. Sold. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Done. Yes. Joy for the win. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Disaster Piece Theater, where we watch bad movies and give our commentary on it. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Joy, you're my freaking hero. I love you.
See, another one that gets a lot of hate, and okay, it probably wasn't a great movie, but I enjoyed it. Solar Babies.
No idea.
You didn't watch Solar Babies? Man, I saw
I
that.
I might have and forgot about it.
It was hold on, I'm trying to remember when it came out.
Okay.
I'm looking it up here. It was
including if we do this, are we going to include like movies that like came out and are now like cult classics?
I don't know. Okay, so it came out in 1986. It starred like the three main, I guess, stars were Jamie Gertz, who was in The Lost Boys.
Yep.
Jason Patrick, who was also in
Goonies.
And then
no.
Huh?
Oh, that's the one about the roller derby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I might have actually saw that a long time ago.
It was kind of cheesy, but
it was the freaking 80s, dude. They were all cheesy.
They were all pretty cheesy. Okay, so we're agreed. Disaster Piece Theater. Even if there is
Matt says there might be a thing called Disaster Piece Theater.
Yeah, but this is a sub series.
Yeah.
We can call it. If there's already a podcast,
it could be Rebel Nerd Radio's special edition presents Disaster Piece Theater.
We could do Real Regrets too, but I don't know. Yeah. Either one.
I hope there's not Disaster Piece Theater, because I really would love to have that as a title. That would be awesome. Rebel Nerd Radio presents Disaster Piece Theater. Holy fuck, that would be great.
No, there is. It's a this is coming up. It's saying that it was a TV program in the early 80s that aired on a TV station in Tijuana.
Oh, I think we're good. Rebel Nerd Radio.
Here it is. There is a podcast.
Damn it.
Yeah. There's I haven't even heard of most of these movies that they cover. All right, we'll have to.
All right, keep it coming, Joy. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I love that. That was I wish like hell that wasn't a thing. Anyway, so anyway, Steve said his piece about the fandom, and I will say this. I've said before that I've come up with the analogy, and if you haven't heard it before, I'll give a quick version of it. Basically, Star Wars is a restaurant, and you have all these things on the menu that you can order from. You can order whatever you want from the menu. You can sample whatever you want from the menu, and it's the menu is your choice to choose from. But the one thing you don't have the right to do is tell people that what they sample from the menu is wrong. And if it wasn't for Disney acquiring Lucasfilm and acquiring the rights to Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy taking over, I do 100% believe that the sequel trilogy or anything like that would have never gotten made, and it would have been a permanent dark times for Star Wars. Love it or hate it, I think there's things that we can find in each of the shows, in each of the movies, that we actually enjoy, that we actually have fun with, that we can all agree is some good aspects to it. And I wish, if I had a wish for the Star Wars fandom, it would be to find the things that you like, so that way we can all enjoy and celebrate the things about Star Wars that we like. Kathleen Kennedy has been a part of that, like it or not. She's been a part of that, and I think a lot of the hate that she's gotten is undeserved, because she's been a part of some of the, for us older generations, she's been a part of some of the greatest projects from our childhoods up till now, including Lucasfilm and Disney's Lucasfilm. And I all I want to say is that I congratulate her on her career. I congratulate her on the success that has been, for the most part, Lucasfilm Disney, and I hope that she's happy in her next endeavor. I hope that she moves on to projects and things that she's much happier doing. And I don't in any way believe that the hate that she got was deserved. And I just, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I think she deserves a big congratulations for bringing Star Wars into it, because if it wasn't for the decisions that have been made,
really,
if it wasn't for the decisions that she's made, number one, we wouldn't be talking about Star Wars the way we do today. There wouldn't be so many channels out there that we would not have a Star Wars land at Disney if it was not for Disney and Lucasfilm of today. We would not have a Star Wars land. We would not have
there wouldn't be a Rebel Nerd Radio, because
there's a good chance we wouldn't be talking about it.
Literally, the podcast was started specifically just to talk about the show The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Only reason
and so there's a lot of people, hate induced or not, there's a lot of people that owe the credit to what they have done up to this point. And like I said, I don't think I personally don't believe a lot of the hate is deserved. And I wish her the best. I wish Kathleen Kennedy the best in her future endeavors. I thank her for what we have gotten so far. And like I said, we may not agree with everything, but we have stuff to talk about. We have new Star Wars content. We have things to talk about. We have things that occupy our day when it comes to Star Wars. And now we have an enriched 50 years, almost 50 years of Star Wars pedigree to go through. And like I said, love it or hate it, it's still there. You may not agree with every decision. You may not think everything's great. I don't. Steve doesn't. We all think that things could have been different. Things could have maybe done a little bit better. Things could have been done a little bit differently. But at the same time, we still have all of this content and all of these things that we can talk about that enrich the Star Wars universe in one way or another. And I think at the very least, it deserves a ample helping of respect when it comes to Kathleen Kennedy, who has been a part of the process the whole time.
I think she deserves our respect. She deserves our thanks, and deserves any accolades that she gets.
Yeah,
for her tenure at Lucasfilm.
I kind of thought about this. I know it would never happen because we're a small time podcast, but if we were ever getting a chance to actually get her on the show and say, and be able to talk to her face to face, the one thing I want to say is to say thank you for everything that you've done thus far, and to wish her the best of luck. And if
absolutely
that is basically the message that we're throwing out there is thank you for thank Kathleen Kennedy for everything that she's done thus far, and we wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors.
Right.
And when she decides to retire completely from it, I think it'll be well deserved. So there we go.
Man, if you're out there and somehow you came across this, thank you.
Yes, 100%.
You are
100%.
Man, I'm really getting nauseous at the idea of having to watch The Flash again.
Matt says flop talk. Joy says Disaster Class Cinema. I've run it. She says she's run that on my
Disaster Class Cinema. Okay.
If there's not look it up. If there's not a podcast for it,
We'll
we'll take
workshop
a
it.
list of ideas
We'll workshop
and we'll
it.
workshop it, Joey. 100%.
Thank you.
DM Steve, DM me, whoever, and we'll workshop those ideas and
Send
we'll
it
come
to
up
us
with
in the
something.
Discord. You know,
But it
you're on there.
sounds like a lot of people want to do it, and I think it would just be a shenanigans show about the worst movies in human history, and it's gonna be ugly. That's all I got to say. It's gonna be ugly.
Oh man. But here's the crazy thing. 2 hours. I didn't have to wrench anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's good. We didn't have to kick anybody out. And we only had to warn Matt, which we have to warn Matt
only had
every
him,
time.
almost,
So, I mean,
he was the only one that got a warning.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Chantel got a warning too, but
well, you know.
Matt, dude, that's it. I'm wrenching you. You had your
You're
warning.
You're
You
out
had
of
your
here.
warning.
You're done.
You are the weakest link. I'm wrenching you. You are suspended.
No, Spencer, don't
No,
do it.
no,
You'll be wrenched next.
Spencer, this is your one warning, man.
You'll be next.
Now that we're done. So
Yeah, now that we're getting ready to end the show after 2 hours.
So thanks to everybody that was in the chat helping us celebrate. Thanks to everybody watching that didn't become part of the chat. I invite you to come be a part of the chat. It's a lot of fun. We love interacting with our folks. Those of you watching on the replay, if you are not already a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please do so. We really would love to have more subscribers. Go to our Patreon. If you can afford $2 a month, we would really appreciate it. Those listening on the audio, thanks for listening. And yeah, next week, I think, weather permitting, we're probably going to do our Starships of the Imperial Fleet, which surprisingly, there really aren't that many outside of TIE fighters. There's a shit ton of TIE fighters. But there really aren't that many Imperial. I mean, there are different types of Star Destroyers, so that's probably going to take up the bulk. But yeah, we'll do that. And I had an idea. I forgot to talk about this earlier. So this shirt here, the shirt thing, we were talking about doing a
giveaway.
A giveaway. Here's the thought, and this is just me, free thought here. Instead of doing a GoFundMe to get me to Rebel ScumCon, what about a raffle? We could do a raffle. Now I've got, this is not the only thing I've got to raffle. So I've got this Star Wars Hawaiian shirt.
Nice.
That we can figure out the logistics and whatnot, but we can raffle off this. But also, as much as it hurts me, we could raffle off this.
Oh God.
Darth Vader nightlight. It's a Darth Vader. It lights up. It's color changing. 3 color modes: high, low, soft white, color changing, or solid. It's a Darth Vader nightlight. So we can raffle it off to get me to Rebel ScumCon. Anyway, thanks for watching. The shirt. The shirt's actually quite big. It is a triple X.
Hey, I'm triple X, damn it.
But yeah, so everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us, talking some Star Wars and talking celebration of the career and legacy of Kathleen Kennedy. Be back next time. And as always, may the Force be with you. like a panther.